So we had this hot war with Pakistan in May, and it happened. And the nuclear question came up again, and I thought, what better person than you to sort of illuminate a little bit more about Pakistan's nuclear weapons and everything. So you were there on the ground in Pakistan in 2002, 2003. We also saw Pakistan sort of lurch into almost like a civil war with the various terrorists it had propped up in its backyard. Was there ever a fear that these nuclear weapons would fall into terrorist hands?
Yes. When I was stationed in Pakistan in 2002, I was told unofficially that the Pentagon controlled the Pakistani nuclear arsenal. That Musharraf had turned control over to the United States because he was afraid of exactly what you just described. But the Pakistanis in the intervening years, and remember, I was there 23 years ago. Over the last 23 years, the Pakistanis have come to say that is absolutely not true. The United States has nothing to do with the Pakistani nuclear arsenal, that Pakistani generals are the ones that control it. So I don't know if that's true, then I would be very worried about who is in charge politically in Pakistan.
No,
You know, for example, Imran Khan. I can't believe that I forgot his name.
who's in
Um,
jail? A
who's
popular
in
leader who's in
jail,
jail. Yes, yeah,
right? And still wildly popular.
wildly, yeah.
He told us when he was still the prime minister, he said, listen, I've got this political situation here domestically. I'm going to start blaming you for everything. And the ambassador laughed and said, we get blamed for everything anyway, so we don't care. So everything that happened, it was the United States' fault. And it was the US, they turned their backs on us. And the US did this and the US did that. And then they arrested him anyway. So he got a message out to the US government saying, can you help me get out of this? And we went to Jemima Goldschmidt, his whatever her name
Ex-wife.
was,
Yeah.
ex-wife. And she went to Pakistan and asked them if they would release him. And they said no. So, like you, I'm worried about continued disagreement in Pakistani politics that has the potential to spill into the streets because the Pakistanis have a tendency to get themselves spun up
Hmm.
and people die during demonstrations and there are attacks against political figures and assassinations and the country is not known for its transformative, leaders making positive decisions. I'll tell you another thing. When Benazir Bhutto was in exile in Dubai,
Hmm.
I went to see her with a senior officer. I went as the note taker, and she lived in this $5 million palace on the Gulf, and we were sitting in the front room, the salon of the house, and we heard a car pull up, and she said her exact words. So help me God, if he came home with another Bentley, I'm going to kill him.
Zardari,
Yeah.
her husband.
And I said to my boss afterwards, she makes $60,000 a year. She lives in a $5 million house and he has a collection of Bentleys. Aren't they ashamed of themselves? Like, how can they go back to Pakistan and look the Pakistani people in the face when their people don't even have shoes and enough food to eat? Like, I understand corruption is a problem there, but that level of corruption?
Yeah.
Come on. Well, those are the kinds of politicians that the Pakistani people have to deal with.